The Dragon's armada was a blue-water titan. With its fleet of modern destroyers, frigates, and aircraft carriers, the People's Liberation Army Navy, or PLAN, had successfully forged a powerful globe-spanning force. But a navy that only looks to the far horizons risks leaving its own heartland undefended. The problem was not in the deep Pacific, but in the shallow, crowded, and critically vital waters of the Yellow Sea, the maritime gateway to Beijing itself. This was a crisis of specialization. The plan's new powerful destroyers were blue water swords, designed for the open ocean. But the Yellow Sea is a different kind of battlefield. It is a shallow, acoustically complex, and heavily trafficked body of water, the perfect hunting ground for the world's most advanced conventional submarines. The guardians of this vital sea were a fleet of obsolete Soviet-era Type 037 submarine chasers, noisy, slow, and completely blind to a 21st century threat. The northern gate to the capital was wide open. This was not a minor vulnerability. It was a dagger pointed at the nation's political and military heart. The navies of Japan and South Korea, two of the world's most advanced naval powers, were deploying a new generation of ultra-quiet, air-independent propulsion, AIP submarines.
Another scenario.
These were not just submarines.
An enemy sub targets a high-value warship.
They were ghosts capable of remaining submerged for weeks, lurking completely undetected in the cluttered shipping lanes. Just a few hundred miles from Beijing, in any potential conflict, one of these silent predators could slip past the plan's aging coastal screen and wreak havoc. It could mine the approaches to major naval bases like Qingdao. It could target high-value warships leaving port. It could create a submarine threat so profound that it would force the plan's powerful blue water fleet to remain in port, trapped and neutralized without a single shot being fired.
The animation shows
China had
the
built a
sonar
magnificent
suite,
sword for the open
Zhangjiakou
ocean,
ability to hunt the
but its own
quietest
home was
submarines in
protected
the
by a
complex,
crumbling,
shallow water environment.
paper-thin shield.
YJ-83
The solution was not to
anti-ship
risk their
missiles,
high-value
a
destroyers in
76mm
this
main
dangerous,
gun, and torpedoes.
specialized environment, but to forge a new kind of weapon. A purpose-built hunter for the shallow seas. It was the anti-submarine warfare specialist variant of the Zhangjiakou class, the Type 056A. The ship that would become a quiet, professional symbol of this new northern shield was one of the early workhorses deployed to this critical theater. The CNS Zhangjiakou, hull number 550. The Zhangjiakou was a statement of a navy getting serious about its own coastal defense. Commissioned in late 2016, she was the product of a relentless assembly line that was now producing these specialized hunters at a staggering rate. She was the perfect tool for the Yellow Sea knife fight. She was forged from the same masterpiece of focused, cost-effective design as her sisters, the ears. Her key feature was the sophisticated suite of sonars, including a towed array and a variable depth sonar, a combination perfectly suited for detecting ultra-quiet submarines in a complex shallow water environment. The punch. She carried a balanced arsenal of YJ-83 anti-ship missiles, 76mm main gun, torpedoes, and a short-range air defense missile system, a brawler perfectly equipped for coastal combat. The numbers. The entire design was optimized for rapid construction. The CNS Zhangjiakou was not just a ship. She was a single, perfect brick in the new grate, wall at sea being constructed to defend the northern flank, the proof of the Type 056As. Success in this new role has been demonstrated by the complete transformation of the strategic landscape in the Yellow Sea. The CNS Zhangjiakou, assigned to the Northern Theater Command, did not become a headline-grabbing voyager. She became a silent, professional, and ever-present guardian. We see the proof in the relentless operational tempo. The Zhangjiakou and her sisters in the Northern Fleet have become the workhorses of coastal defense. They are seen conducting endless, high-intensity anti-submarine warfare drills, often in wolf packs, honing their skills against simulated AIP-equipped targets. They are a constant steel-gray presence, persistently shadowing foreign warships that enter their claimed waters, enforcing China's sovereignty with a quiet, professional confidence. The most profound proof is in the new reality they have created. The once porous coastal defense has been replaced by a dense, multi-layered, and almost impenetrable network of modern ASW hunters. Any foreign submarine attempting to approach the coast of northern China must now run a gauntlet of dozens of these capable, quiet corvettes. The easy access of the past is gone. The Zhangjiakou and her sisters have successfully turned the vulnerable northern flank into a heavily fortified bastion, freeing up the larger, more powerful destroyers and cruisers to focus on their blue water missions. The legacy of the CNS Zhangjiakou is that she is a ship that represents the plan's mastery of specialized regional defense. She is the embodiment of the moment that China got serious about protecting its own heartland, not just projecting power abroad. While the Type 055 cruisers are the elegant, high-tech rapiers of the fleet, the Type 056A corvettes like the Zhangjiakou are the brutally effective, numerous broadswords that hold the line at the gate. They are the indispensable foundation upon which China's blue water ambitions are built, the guardians of the fortress that allow the larger, more powerful knights to ride out and meet the world. The Type 056A is more than a corvette. It is a symbol of a nation's determination to secure its own frontiers with overwhelming, purpose-built force. It is the ship that turned a vulnerable coastline into a fortress. In the great power competition of the 21st century,